Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to my stream. All right, looks like audio's working okay. Oops, sorry, switch on here. All right, where are we here? Oh yeah, let me put some music on. Let me know if that's too loud or anything. Let me know if my volume's okay and all that jazz. Anyways, everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I have a slightly different background today. I just rearranged my office a bit, so it's not done yet. It's kind of I can paint the background here, but kind of rotated my desk around. It's kind of fancy. So, guys, thanks for joining me on another day of Rocket Rumble development. We're going to continue working on Caustic Canyon today and hopefully finish that off, and then we will be done with that. It's pretty crazy. So, we can move on to stuff. So, anyways, let's take a look at where we're at with this. All right. What you doing over here? All right. Yeah. So where are we? I think I finished most things here. So we did a lot of play tests recently, and one thing I actually didn't really like is I have this track here, and I left these dark outlines here because I like how they look with the patterns. Like I kind of made all the patterns kind of fit all the stuff. I'm finding it very busy playing through this area. It's getting a little crazy, so I'm gonna just turn it off, and then we'll do our next play test, and I'll see if I like this better or not. But it was just kind of bugging me a little bit, so. Right. If you're new to the stream, my name is Alex Golubowski. I'm from Pixelance Games, and we're making this game here called Rocket Rumble. It's a 1 to 4 player party racing game. You play through these environments, you smash each other into stuff and try not to die, try and get some points, and it's kind of like a mix between Mario Kart and Smash Brothers. Actually, I just realized, kind of flying through this level, I never redid the texture for this conveyor belt. Nobody's ever noticed, so it's kind of crappy, but I guess it works. So maybe we'll leave it for now, and I'll kind of see if I feel like doing something different later, but it's so far so good, so. All right, bum, 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 bum. Right, all right, all right, all right. So, funnel, here we go. A second here, just this thing over here. Get my chat ready in case anybody says anything. All right. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So we got the magma pillar. So really, the only thing we have left here is these robots at the end. So actually, I'm gonna open up 3D Max while this is happening. So I'm gonna do something. So I'll kind of explain some of my thought process of what went down here. So I have these big old blocks over here, and they move left and right, here to here. And the players basically race through this while these obstacles are slowly moving back and forth. So the track's kind of dynamically changing a little bit. It's a fun little crazy area. It was really hard before when everything was insta-kill, but it's not that anymore. So that's good. So what I did is I kind of wanted these things to make sense. So I put these bars on the bottom here that kind of connected everything. Um, so it feels like, this guy's pushing this thing and pulling it. Makes sense why he's only doing one thing and it's pushing and pulling everything. The problem with it is it really feels like the player is going to hit these things because they're kind of beefy and they're moving across the track, and really anything moving you're just kind of suspicious about, and you're like, I don't know, should I be doing this, should I not be doing this? So I think I'm going to remove them. Well, actually, I guess I don't really need 3D Max for that. I made these separate, so I'm going to hide these for now. It's a nice thing about modeling things kind of regularly like this. I could just do all this stuff in Unity and not actually have to bother. So yeah, it doesn't make as much sense without them. But really, I don't think anybody cared before that these blocks were just floating left and right. You know, um, you got to make your stuff make sense to a certain degree, but I guess after a while, it doesn't matter, if it's like perfect. So I'm going to leave that out for now. We'll do another play test. We'll see how we feel about this. I may remove a couple other elements from here because I feel it was just kind of jumbling this area up. I kind of went crazy with a lot of the shapes and stuff because I like them. They were fun, but I also feel it's kind of hurting the game here and there. So I'm going to move some of these things and move a couple things around because playtesting is for. Oh, that's such a confusing Steam pop-up. It doesn't tell me anything. No username, it was just a picture of a pig, and they were playing nothing. Maybe it knows I'm streaming as I go. Stuff. Probably not. Anyways, okay. So, yeah, we'll leave this area as is. Sort of the only thing I have left to do here is these robots. And I have a little task list I'm going to take a look at after, but I think everything else is good. So we'll maybe play test a couple more times, and then we'll see what's going on. So let's take a look at how this is set up. So right now, this is currently just an animator going left and right, which is cool, but it's going to be a little hard to sync up robots and stuff like that if I have like two different animations and they're just kind of playing. I guess it might not be so bad, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make this into a timeline as opposed to just an animator, and that way I'll have a little bit more control over what's going on. So I'm actually going to remove the spline controller from here, and I'm going to remove these guys. I always forget which order you can remove these things in. These are the photon things, which we're going to need back, but we're not going to need them for now because we're going to be doing this a little bit differently. So I'm going to copy this component, create an empty game object here. I'm going to paste all these things in here except for the scale. You're going to want to do that on its own. And this, I think I'll just make like straight, kind of. This might matter, I guess, but so we will call this what's this, end obstacle course. I like calling it an obstacle course. Kind of feels like you're dodging and stuff. Okie dokes, and what I'm going to do is close all these things. I don't know if I actually added this into anything. I guess I did. I already called it an obstacle course. Cool. Oh, those are the meshes. So. Put that in here. Let's close a lot of these items in here. Okay. So now what we can do is we can start a timeline in here. So window and sequencing and timeline. And when you first open this up, it has nothing. So you hit create. Art, environment, tracks, processing plant animation. Maybe we should add an underscore to these, but it doesn't. So let's throw this down here. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to reactivate our animation here. Animation track. Oh, friend of mine is playing. Space War. Oh, did I? Not the right one. Okay. Now this has an avatar in it and stuff, but it doesn't really matter anymore. Or like an animation thing, because we're going to be controlling that through here. So, oh, whoop. You can lock this into place so that way if you deselect it, it won't go away. It's nice when you're trying to select other things. And the nice thing about timeline is it lets you scrub really easily through what you're doing, so you get a better sense of like timing things and doing some other stuff too. So it's quite nice. Now we could go really crazy with this area and add like sparks coming out and stuff. But I'm probably not going to do anything that crazy because it's probably going to get in the way of the player, and be able to see what's happening. Let's give me a sec here. I'm going to post that I'm streaming here on my Twitter account. I think I posted today, so I know Angie did on Pixel. I like to post it on mine too. Keep my how social's going, you know? Oh, yeah. Always, whenever I type something with a capital, I always do the first two letters as a capital. It's very annoying. Game dev, hashtag indie dev. Okay. And probably on Facebook too. Sorry, I should have done this before. I was just busy making some menus and I lost track of my life. Menus. Okay, 3D Max. I guess we really need you. Well, I'll keep you open just in case. You never know. So how's everyone doing? You guys had a good weekend? What did I do this weekend? Oh, I made a fire pit. Well, I didn't make a fire pit. I purchased a fire pit and I purchased some stones and I assembled them. So that was cool. Did we do anything else? It was my anniversary this weekend, so we just kind of hung out. Eat some cheese. Vegan cheese, but cheese. And had a lot of wine. It was good. Had a little wine and cheese with my boys, too. My kids are super young, so we bought some grape juice. So now today they're just like, can I have more wine? I'm like, that's pretty good. You're not in school telling your teacher you had a wine and cheese night. Alright. Get Deb back here. So I had a temporary Deborah in there. She was unrigged. So this is new Deb. So the original goal for this area was actually just to set up an IK system for these robots, and then just have the like animation from the environment drive it. And I did get that working. That's what these little spheres are for. It's just putting little controllers on for things, and it was cool, and it looked okay. Like it looked good. It didn't look bad, but I kind of felt it was a lot of dynamic systems going on for something that really didn't need to be dynamic. So I'm just going to do a quick little animation in here. Especially, I also realized, like, once I put it in here, it just, like, you don't see them enough for it to be anything super crazy. So I'm going to put these guys a little lower. So when you're flying through here, I have the camera off on the side a little bit like this. But you don't really see the Debras really well. So last time I kind of put them low and I had their hands like doing this, and it was kind of cool. So we might get different Debras at some point. I know we had whatever they'll be called. We had like a different design for them. They had more like hands and fingers, so they could actually like grab this stuff, because these ones have like the pinchers um, for picking up rocks and stuff, like the Debras earlier in the level. If you saw me do that last week, but I think it'll work fine for this anyways. It's not that big of a deal if they're like completely grabbing it or not. You know, I could always make some handles or something. Sometimes you kind of get lost in the details, and it's not really that necessary. So, anyways, let's throw Deborah into this game object here. I'm going to throw Deborah into this timeline. I'm going to make an animation track. This way I could animate my Deborah on its own. And because I have both of these together, I can actually kind of see how these are going to work. So, okay. So I'm going to start off just by kind of moving Deborah. And this, yeah, without IK, this is going to get a little wonky. She might do some weird things, but again, not a big deal. These are surly robots. It's okay if they're not doing anything super great. accurate. So we have this pivot up here, and this lets me move just like the whole Deborah on this like hinge right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get Deborah to follow the movement of this. So this goes here, frame 200. So I'm going to move this Deborah up a little bit. And yes, that's it. And then they just go back. So just copy the transforms here, go to the end, and paste these values here. So you see, Deborah will kind of flow with these, and it won't be perfect because she's stationary on a pivot, so she's going to go kind of up and down, but these things are going perfectly sideways, which is nice. It'll kind of give her hands a little bit of chance to move around and stuff. So, oh, that's cool. Is that you play like a segment? I think I never actually pressed that before. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Well, I don't need that, but and then the other thing we're going to do. So this thing is going to loop because we're going to have it play all the time. I think that should do it in here too. Cool. Okay, that's looking really good so far. Nothing crazy, but you know, so far so good. Okay, save this here. Ba-ba-bum. What else is going down? All right, let's forget to save. So let's have you remember. Okie dokes, and then we're going to animate Deborah's head. So that's the next one here. So what do we want for Deborah to do? We kind of just want the head to even out here. Right, so I kind of want her looking up a little just so you can see her from here. Yeah, something like that. That's 200. Maybe I want her looking up even more. That's kind of silly, but I don't want her to be flat because I really want to get those eyes in the shot, right? So it's like that. Right, there you go. That's cool. So she does a little thing like that. Copy and paste that as well. Delicious coffee. Bum, 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 bum. Is there any game news today? I don't know if I actually checked anything today. Did anybody watch Mortal Kombat? I've been meaning to watch that too. I forgot that actually kind of came out. We talked about it a little bit last week, but then I just totally spaced. I guess the Oscars were this week. I don't really watch the Oscars, but I heard they happened. I heard Harrison Ford was pretty funny. I kind of read some of that. Apparently he talked about or shared some of the like notes about Blade Runner, about the production notes. I don't know if it was from the director or whoever. I think that was pretty funny. Okay, let's see what Deborah can do. Arm. Okay, this arm only spins this way. That's fine. Oh, whoop. It'd be kind of hard to get Deborah's arms up here. Let's see. And his hand's supposed to be. Oh, this is still weird. Oh, that's okay. I guess no, that's fine because she's not supposed to move this way anyway, so that's okay. So we can rotate this a little bit this way. I could probably prefer. This won't really make a lot of sense to move this way, but that's okay. Yeah, she wasn't really intended to be used here. That's fine. Oh, what if we just like crisscross them a bit? It's kind of weird, but that'll work for this. Who made these robots? Crisscross the arms. Is that weird? It's kind of weird. Maybe we'll add like a thicker handle afterwards or something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. That's fine. So what I could do, actually, I could just do that right now. I have some cool cylinders I could throw on stuff. Oh, what do we got? We got these pipes. I have like a different one too. What do we have here? Model. Oh, I guess this is... Let's see what we have here. We got plates. We got... Oh yeah, we got this thing. It's kind of cool. We got that too. This is like a perfect handle. What's this thing called? Handle B. Wow, who knew? And what was it again? Cylinder. Handle B. Working pretty hard getting some new stuff in. I don't know if you tuned into our team stream last week, but there was some pretty cool stuff in there. We got some new got our character animations almost fully in. I think Daniel just finished those today. I think he's working through a couple bugs that showed up, but other than that, they're pretty much ready to go. Ian's going to get in there eventually once I get him access to the project properly. And he's going to polish up some of the timings and things, so it's going to be pretty awesome. Much needed. I kind of just threw them in whatever he kind of set them as at first, so great. We do like 2 on either end. Cool. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I guess you guys can see that on stream. What's happening here? Yeah, we got an angle like that a little, that's fine. Cool. All right. So let's do that. So we'll do the other one too. Don't hate me for this, Vince, if you're watching. I know they're not supposed to be bent that way. All right. Yeah. So let's get this guy placed properly here. I was also filling out some grant documentation today, which I know doesn't sound super fun, but it was for this global development grant kind of thing that we have here. They like sponsor, they help sponsor you to like go out of province or out of country, I guess, not just province, and uh, like promote your game or whatever. So they give you some funding for that if you get approved. And the nice thing about that, why it was exciting today, anyways, is I got to apply for like packs and stuff again. So hopeful that it'll be back. Oh God, I don't have my animate keys on. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's the first keyframe, so I forgot I turned them off because I was animating that stuff. Oh God. I guess it does. Well, I guess it matters for this hand because this one. So this one didn't remember, but really all I did was like this. And then this side, I'm just gonna have to kind of fiddle with a couple of these here. Anyways, it'd be nice if we could go to PAX and stuff again. That's it. A couple of our, well, I guess one's Ben from Pixlots got to go last time, which was in 2020, I guess. Beginning of 2020 is crazy. It's 2 years ago or something. A year ago? Was it last year? I don't even remember. Anyways, whenever he got to go, he went like right before coronavirus started. Um, and I remember like we didn't really know what was like fully happening yet, so he was telling us like, oh yeah, everybody's just walking around doing super weird elbow handshakes and stuff. So it's kind of a glimpse of our future to come. Pretty crazy. So long ago. Should there be more back? Oh, it's hard. There's a nice thing about IK comes in handy like that. And Unity doesn't have its own like IK system. I found out, unless their documentation on a new one sucks. But like, basically, you have to like buy one or like script it yourself. So they have some like, I guess, information about scripting your own, but that's basically all they have here. Okay. Pretty wild. Whoop. On this one. There we go. Okay, so we start off like this, and I guess she could just open her fingers a bit. She's just kind of like holding it a little loosely because it's further away. Still some like weird wobbles there. Where's that wobble from? Is that from the hand? What's wobbling over here? Well, you know what? Let me set the keyframes up correctly here. Yeah, let's see how that's working. Let's even more movement. Ew. Maybe I will have to do IK after all. Okay, well, let's, I guess, go back to, hey, what's this one? Okay, and measurement movements here. It's probably these ones. Yeah. Okay. F here to cycle on these guys. Hmm. This way. Hmm. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I guess it's just because the movement is different than the movement of the main thing, so I guess we don't really want that. Okay, well, let's, I don't really like how this is looking, obviously, so let's delete some keyframes here. Okay, so what do we have here? We got, whoa, shoulder, elbow. Okay, I guess that's all right elbow stuff. So I really only care about this one so far. Okay, so let's get rid of these. Okay. What's this one? Left elbow. Oh, these are the fingers. Oh, I do some craziness with the fingers, I guess. Well, what's this one? The hand. Okay, there we go. Sometimes less is more, you know? Sometimes you just do too much, and then it gets crazy, and then you gotta just delete a bunch of stuff and then try again. Okay. So, really what I need to do here everything else is pretty good. All might have to do here is just open up the fingers a little bit. Just so they don't intersect as much. Oh, did these guys not have keyframes on the beginning? Oh, that's probably... They were probably doing crazy stuff because they were just animating. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, well let's mimic that on the other side. Okay, so let's see here. What did we do? No good mirroring tools in Unity either, but that's okay. I also wish that when I selected things in here, it would select the game object. It'd be nice, but okay. What if I do? If I just copy a rotation. If I paste the rotation. Nope. Oh, did I do it on the wrong one? Paste rotation. Nope. This is doing the opposite of what I want. Oh, did I also do position? Paste. Paste rotation. Okay, so it's kind of doing it, but doing like the opposite of what. Is that doing? Oh yeah, it's gonna do some crazy stuff. Okay, let's not do that. I hate that. Sometimes you just like you get the position right, but then your numbers are all crazy, so it's just like, okay, friggin' do it. It's in between all that craziness. My school's finally done. That's pretty awesome. If any of my students are watching, congratulations on finishing the semester. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, no matter what year you were in, second or third. Definitely not an easy semester. They're doing side scrollers with me, which is a crap ton of work. Or you're doing a capstone, which is also a tremendous amount of work. And if you did side scrollers with me, then you have more tremendous work to look forward to next year. Not over. That's okay, it's game dev. This is the rest of your life, so if you're not liking it now, it's not getting better. And if you get a job at Rockstar, it could get much worse. Okay, cool. That looks fine. All right, so let's just copy over these keys onto the other side. I don't know if it'll let me copy and paste all of these. Copy. Paste. Paste. And I paste, no? Did I do one at a time? Do one key at a time? Oh wait, you did it. Did you paste? No. Or maybe they pasted before. Okay, how about you copy, paste, and I paste. Copy, paste. No, son of a bitch. Why you not let me copy and paste keys? Oh, can I do it one at a time? Can't even do that. Oh, serious? So stupid. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Shoulder, left shoulder. Copy. And okay. Oh, I did copy like Control C. Head is not working today. Okay. Copy component to the end. Paste component values. L arm. Copy component over to the end. I paste the component. Elbow. Copy. Now this is super exciting. Super exciting stream. one. And paste component values. And copy component values. And paste component values. This is, you know, relaxing work. I think that's what we did it, that's okay. And I copy. And I paste. And I copy. And I paste the values. Yep, very exciting stuff here. But let's check out how it looks. Okay, so we have our robot here. And she should be doing her thing here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. Well, I think I have to redo the head. Or copy, paste the head a little bit. See if it snaps. Oh no, it's okay. I guess I did that one already. There we go. Not too exciting, but it's enough to like get a little bit of movement in the background. That's really all we want. Okay, so let's do a couple things. So number one, I'm going to save just in case. I mean, the timeline is saved, but I still don't do anything else. Oh, stretch time. Always good to do a stretch. All right. So let's copy over a couple things. So number one, I'll copy over these handles. Handles A. Guess the other one. Okay, I'm going to delete this Deborah here. Now what I'm going to do is, see if it lets me do this. I'm going to convert this to a clip. Oops. Do convert to clip track. Should still work nicely. Okay, and what I should be able to do is I should be able to duplicate this here. And I should be able to take this Deborah and move her over here. Hook it up to this one. And we should have the same thing here. So as I align her with these ones, we should be good to go. All right, all right, all right, all right. Sorry, I think I watched the Matthew McConaughey film at some point. Oh, this one's kind of off a little bit. Well, I guess not. I guess that's what it's supposed to be doing. This looks kind of weird with the hand opening, with the see-through or like the outline shader, but okay, cool. So let's do a couple things and then we'll play test this and we'll see what it looks like. So there's a couple of things I wanted to change. Okay, saving's taking a little while. Okay, so I have a couple little notes that I wanted to take care of from noticing a playtest last time and from some critiques from people. So I added these asteroids here to this Deborah. I'll show you. This is what Deborahs were meant to be doing if you didn't check it out last stream. So this Deborah is supposed to come in here, drop a rock, and that rock's supposed to go down the conveyor belt, which is great. Everything works fine. But what somebody mentioned is I have this this material here on these asteroids called asteroid A, which is fine, but because we're in this inside factory, the rim light that I have on these things doesn't really work for here. It's kind of weird that they have a blue rim light, so I'm actually going to duplicate this material here, and I'm going to do a yellow rim. Okay, and we'll do like a yellowy orange one just to kind of simulate that glow from here, right? Oh yeah, yes. I have LODs on these things, which is probably unnecessary for here. Get out of here, Mark. Playing. Oh, so it's funny because uh, because our project is like hooked up to Steam. If somebody sends you a notification on Steam, it actually like pops it into whatever menu you have highlighted. So because I had the hierarchy highlighted, um, it did that. So this is kind of silly. Easy swap these out for both frames. They only last for a few hours, but they're pretty budget Amazon little headphones. They're really good, but okay. So let's actually don't want shadows on any of these. And let's get that yellow rim on all these guys here. Cool. Should have done this before I duplicated them all, but now it's too late. So here we are. That's okay. Really didn't need to use ones with LOD. That's fine too. There isn't that many, so it's not a huge deal. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Just gonna select all of them just to be safe. Rock drop in 2, 3. Is there 4? I guess not for now. Okay, and kablamo. Hey, what are you? Oh, right. There's 2 asteroids for every deb. I forgot. Damn it. So there's one that she carries, and then there's one that she drops. And I kind of just swapped them out. It's kind of silly, but it works really well. It was much easier to animate them separately than together. But that means I have to do this for a couple different. Oh my god. Oh, really glad I switched headphones for that. I could have just left them off. Thanks, Mark. Every time. John Cena gets me every time. If I ever see him, I'm probably still gonna be nice to him because he could probably destroy me, but scowl. My god. Little heart attack. Okay. Okay, there we go. There's the other deb. Love the John Cena. I know he's such a guy. How's it going, Mark? Thanks for dropping in. Dropping in like fucking thunder. Apologize. Pardon my language. Whatever John Cena is, whatever element he is. What's John Cena? Thunder is pretty good. Yellow rim. Hey, I had to put this on here. Why did you? Why are you blue? You stupid, stupid son of a gun. Oh, there's probably 2 in here. That's probably why. Yep, that's why. Good man. Sorry, I've been working on some stuff. Didn't realize your stream time. Oh, it's all good. Never say thunder again. Why? Does John Cena show up every time I say thunder? So that's pretty cool. Bum, ba-dum, bum. I feel I should be a bigger wrestling fan. I am. But I guess that wouldn't be very hard to go from 0 to somewhere. Oh, oh yeah, that's what I was apologizing for. You're right. You are correct. Started watching a movie today at work. I had some time in between to actually not be in a meeting or a call. I started watching a movie called Midsummer. Midsummer. I don't know if you guys watched that one. The same dude that did Hereditary, and it's awesome. I really like it. It's really messed up. Just thunder made me think of Vikings. Made me think of the Swedish stuff that's going on in there. Anyways, it's really messed up. It's a really messed up movie, but it's pretty awesome so far. I haven't finished it, but I watched the first like hour and a half so far. So pretty close, but yeah. Anyways, it's pretty good. So okay, and I think Dave has the same issue. He has oh, I locked this. So he has asteroids here that he barfs out, and I think they also have blue. Well, actually, they don't even look like they have normal maps. I think they just have like their default. Ew, yeah, they had like whatever 3D Max made when I imported it. Ooh, yucky. Ew. Surprised nobody noticed that one. Isn't that nice? Okay, so let me do something here. I'm gonna save this color. And then this is asteroid. What is this thing? Asteroid A? Oh no, wait, this one is B. Of course, I did 3 different asteroids. Yeah, they're super weird. They have no normal map. They're just like a smooth thing with just the albedo on there because that's all I was using in 3D Max, I guess. Okay, so let's do asteroid B. Yellow rim. And let's do this color here. Ready? Oh, oh my god. Oh, cool. They just disappeared. That was far more exciting than I thought it would be for the wrong reason. Yellow B. Seriously? You guys just go away when I try and put a material on you? I guess they like go back to their first keyframe. That's stupid. Okay, hold on. No, I hit the save button by accident. Or undo. I don't know what I picked. Application exit. Better not be exiting. Okay. Just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Boom. How much nicer. Okay, then we have E and G. I actually have a lot more asteroids in this, or sorry, asteroid A. Oh, good. I kind of named these stupid, but anyways, that's not important right now. A, and what's this one? Asteroid C. Yellow rim. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so it should look a lot nicer. Bleh. Yeah, there we go. Now they have the yellow rim on there. They actually have normal maps and stuff, so that's cool. The little guys he spits up. Oh, his animation goes through there. Oh, I never noticed that before. Oh, it's just for like a second when he goes down. Oh, that's not good. In here, might as well fix that. Oh, that's weird. Because he goes bleh. I guess when he goes back up, he dips down. Oops. Oopsie daisies. chewing. I choose you. Should have named him Ralph. Oh, this is gonna be weird. Ready? Bleh. Still does a big dip. Oh, it's because I'm not doing that at the right time, I guess. So he goes, bleh. Oh yeah, you know what? Maybe it's just because I messed these up. Maybe not. What? What the hell? Now this is all broken. Oh, it's because this is recorded. Did I do something weird in here? Okay, let me just save this and then revert it. Obviously, some things went awry here. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, okay, cool. Where are we here? Dave chewing. Select this, maybe it just needs a refresh. Maybe that is what he does. Does he just chew? And then he just goes up? Oh, I guess that is all he does. I guess I'm okay with him just going up for a bit, going bleh. Okay, cool. So never mind. I guess I can just fix this here. Convert to infinite loop. That's why none of this was working, because I was actually not pushing the right thing here. Okay, so then it goes bleh. Okay, yeah. So I was just doing that too early, and I was sticking him in there. That's my bad. Bleh. Bleh. Cool. Okay, yeah. So he goes a little off screen when he breathes in or whatever, but that's fine. It's to the excitement of him popping back in, going bleh. Kind of want to add like a camera shake when this is happening. That'd be pretty awesome. I know we kind of talked about camera shakes before, and we talked about how like a camera shake from another player might be kind of annoying, because then there might just be a lot of craziness going on and whatnot. But a camera shake from like environmental stuff might be kind of cool, because it would be happening to everybody at the same time, right? So like him throwing up, or even like the Dugs smashing down because they're synced over the over Photon. They should all be doing it at the same time. So I don't know. Oh, check it out. I found this the other day. I forgot to tell people. I was cleaning up my office basement, and I found a Canadian Video Game Awards little VIP badge thing that I got from going to the Canadian Video Game Awards like 5,000 years ago, when we got nominated for Contrast. So that was pretty cool. We ended up winning, not for... Are they synced? They weren't before, Vince, but they are now. Yes, the animations, the Dugs are synced, and then this guy will be synced too. He was, but oh, sorry. I have to resync something. I forgot. I synced. This guy's always been synced. He's timeline sync. How many times can I say sync in a row before it loses all meaning? Okay, so this guy's good. Actually, that's good you reminded me, because these guys, the devs in this moving platform thing, was synced because I was just using an animator before. An animator? Weird. Said that funny. But I changed this to a timeline now, so now it's not. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so auto find all. We're going to do unreliable on change. I don't know what that means. Just that's what Ben tells me to do. Full time timeline sync. Okay, this should be good now. Well, I don't know if manual or that matters. Okay, so that's going to break the things. Animator. Yeah, I know, right? I did say that weird. Sometimes my Polish escapes and I Polish it up a bit. I'm sorry. Ooh, it's got an email from a winery telling me there's more wine. It's never from the Vince estate though. I'll want more. I'll purchase more Vince wine. Start stomping some more grapes, Vince. That wine you guys made was really good though. Sherry bought like a really expensive bottle of wine for us yesterday because it was our anniversary, so it's nice having some very nice wine. We're big fans of the Beringer wine. I like it because it sounds like Beringers and barrel and stuff, but it's also very delicious wine. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, so these guys are all synced now. So what else was on my, oh, my other thing on my checklist here was these rocks I have out here. They're causing sparks when people hit them. I don't want them to cause sparks. Um, they're still tagged as player death. It's not what we want. Ooh, I also don't want that. Well, this is a really complicated mesh for what I have going on here. I should probably just replace this with like a cube. We'll leave it for now. Okay, Mark set up some sweet tags for us so we could do player hit rock. Actually, after we playtest, I'm going to show you some fun stuff that we set up recently that has to do with this level. Player hit rock. So before we used to just tag everything as player death because it was one hit only. But Mark set up this sweet VFX pass or hookup or whatever that allows us to set things as different kind of like elements or whatever we want to call it. Oh, God, that's not what I want. And that way we can play different particle effects and sound effects when people hit different things. So it's kind of cool. So when you hit a rock now, I don't know if we have the sounds hooked up yet, but we definitely have like particle effects of rock coming out. Tag woot. Oh, thanks, Mark. Sweet. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I was pretty surprised myself. And what else? Is there anything else in here? Do you guys remember anybody watching that played the game? Is there anything that you hit in here that wasn't causing damage? Do these things have collisions? These things don't, but this little thing probably should. It's at the hell's a watcher? Oh, that's new, right? Does anybody know what the heck that is? Where did you go? Why are you? Oh, because it's stupid. That's why, sorry. The walls in the narrow part. Oh, okay, cool. What's a watcher? Does anybody know what that is? This is not from the Marvel universe, but from the Unity universe. The Unity cinematic universe. Speaking of cinematic universes, I was telling the people at work I watched this movie the other day called Jiu-Jitsu on Netflix. It was trending as like #4 in Canada or something like that. It was trending for a very obvious reason. It stars Nicolas Cage, and he's fighting a predator slash robot in a Mortal Kombat type scenario where people are asked to fight to save Earth. But the story is so dumb. Literally nobody uses jujitsu at all. Everybody's just fighting with guns and swords, and like uh, what are they called? Tonfas and like a whole bunch of crazy shit. Literally, no jujitsu was used in the making of this movie. It's really horrible. It's not even like maybe it's like a listener, but for signals and time. Like, oh, maybe, yeah, maybe I'll check that out. Might be pretty useful. Um, Anyways, yeah, jujitsu really sucked, and then it wasn't even like bad enough to be good. Like it wasn't like typical like Wicker Man, Nick Cage. It was just bad. Um, oh, I didn't tell people at work yet, but okay, so there's this part of the movie, and it's got some like it has Tony Jaa in it, which I love his fighting style and stuff, and his scenes are pretty awesome. But anyways, so Tony Jaa and the main character, I don't know, whatever his name is, Jeff or something, I don't remember. They're like running away from the police or something, and they're getting shot at, and the like predator dudes after them too or something. But at some point, it switches to like the main character being as like a first person perspective, and he's like fighting people just with his arms in front. And then it does this weird stuff where sometimes he falls or something happens, and like the first person camera like dislodges, and he like runs out of the frame, and then the camera will stay there. He'll fight, somebody will kick him back into the camera view, and then it's like he like gets reattached to the camera, and then he gets up with the camera, and it's back to being first person, and it's awful. Like I know the director or whatever just wanted to do something cool because he wanted to have a style or something like that, but it's so damn bad. Like it's not interesting. It's not like it ruins the action sequences because they feel very forced and like, oh, it's so gross. It's worth watching for the grossness, I guess, at least. Yeah, so dumb. So dumb. And Nick Cage isn't even in for like the first half of the movie. At least it's somewhat interesting when he shows up. But it's got the worst plot ever. And honestly, it probably would have been a better movie if it wasn't sci-fi. Like if there was no alien coming to Earth to fight people with jujitsu. And he doesn't even use jujitsu. The whole premise is that he showed up to Earth to teach everybody jujitsu, and then he comes back every like 6 years to fight a bunch of warriors. And if they don't honorably face him, he like goes out and just starts murdering random innocent people until he has to go home. Um, and he doesn't even use jujitsu. He uses like a sword for her, like most of it. It's so stupid, so stupid. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's in everything. I don't know, it's probably still true. I want him to do all the voices for our game. Like I want him to be the corgi and the cat. Like just do it all. Oh, here we go. I found some other ones. Metal. Was it these ones here you were saying? Ah, pipe rise. These guys have collisions on them, or did I not? I must have made collisions for these guys. Must have just named them poorly. Maybe I put them in the white boxing folder. Yeah, there's a crap ton of things in this folder. Packet sets. Box. The organization of this file is getting a little gross. Oh, so I have to set up transform because I was working on some menu stuff. Ah, that's why. Okay, it's in here. Magma wall. Rear amp. Where's this? Clear hit metal. That's good. Rock collision. That's over here. Oh, pipe rise. Ah, good call, Vince. Untagged. These guys are metal. These guys. Oh, I just tagged those right now. Okay. These guys probably don't need collisions. It's kind of small. What about these guys? Magma wall. Magma wall. Metal. Okay. Well, looks like it's all good. Let me check those last little bits there. We shall see. Da, 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 da. Angie posted a GIF last week of this level with the magma pillars, and like, I don't know, seeing it in GIF form, I was just like, oh shit, this looks cool. I was pretty surprised myself. Oh yeah, I made collisions all for these guys here. Metal hit, booyah. Okay, let's play this level. Da, 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 da. Oh, let me sync because there's been some cool new changes. Daniel's been working on the animation system, and it's like so close to being like exactly awesome. He's fixing up a bunch of bugs that we've had for a while too, so I'm pretty excited for that. Sorry, should have done this before the stream. I forgot to check. Sometimes my brain just freezes. Anyways, yeah, Nick Cage is pretty awesome. I liked National Treasure. That was a pretty good movie. The Rock. I just rewatched The Rock a little while ago. Sean Connery. Gold. But yeah, if we could get Nick Cage to be like the announcer and the dog and the cat, pig, you just do it all one day. Just show up, make a bunch of noises, go home. He doesn't even have to know what he's doing it for. The script could just be like, be all the animals, and he could just bark and meow. And then we slap his name on it. It'd be pretty amazing. Rocket Rumble starring Nicolas Cage as Nicolas Cage. He's also a playable character. Sorry, this is super boring. I should have done this before, but oh well. Good old Nick Cage. It's pretty crazy how celebrities can make all this money and then still like not have any. But I also understand it. I feel if I made a crap ton of money, I would just want to blow it too. Especially when you're like hot shit, like Nicolas Cage was like super popular for a while. You probably feel like I'm just gonna get work forever. No one's gonna not want to see movies with me in there. So he just goes nuts, starts buying cats and dogs and other expensive things. That's probably why he went bankrupt, right? Too many cats and dogs. That's what I heard. Go, Unity, go. Update all menus. Thanks, Unity. All of them. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna actually go to the main menu. I'm gonna play this like straight from the actual horse's mouth, and that way, if we die and stuff, we could actually keep playing. Because right now we just have a thing that if you play in oh crap, this probably won't work because I think I ruined all of this. Just 1 second. I was working on some menu stuff and I think I left it all broken. It's probably gonna be super crazy. Come on, baby, power through it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, hold on. Let me revert some of my stuff here. Oh, well, maybe. I guess the start screen is gone. Okay, hold on. Oh, my bad, my bad. Just gotta revert some stuff. We're putting in an options menu, so I was just kind of laying down the groundwork for it, and it's like had a bunch of stuff hidden and unhidden, and it's in shambles, as they say. Okay, the shipwreck. Shambles. I like that word. You guys have words that you like shenanigans, shambles. Oh, what's the other word I really like? Oh, there's another word I use all the time that I like. I don't remember the sound of it. Right. We have some fun new items like the chef's hat. So let's play here. Caustic Canyon. We have some crazy items now. We have like a big piece of toast you could equip on your neck. It's beautiful. All right. Let's go. Oh, sweet. Oh, I guess I gotta hide that too. It's funny, every time you get a bug fixed, it like makes a new bug or just like a little thing. So we are recently talking about having the I forgot. I also broke the level. Okay, let's just back it up a little bit. We have this other thing that we have to do because I added new photon functionality to the level with syncing um, the last little bit. It broke some of the photon stuff, um, so I have to just run this little tool to do it. So what happens is we get IDs for all our stuff in Photon, and they have to start at 42 because 1 through 41 is dedicated to the menu. Whenever you add a new one, it doesn't add it sequentially at the end. It adds it to the beginning, or like the number that's first available, whatever you want to call it. Um, and so you just have to do that, and you're fine. Thanks. I just forgot. But since I'm here, I might as well fix the other bug that I found, because that's how game dev goes. You find a bug, you clear a bug, you make more bugs. Hey, thanks for subscription. That's awesome. Whoa. For 2 months. Holy crap. Thanks a lot, Hypnotist. Awesome. Yeah, thank you. I know, I always feel so so nice. People subscribe. I don't know. Just kind of doing my work here. I don't really expect, people to subscribe, and then they do, and it's like, oh, super nice. It's awesome. Okay, so the issue that I'm having is, if you noticed, when the game starts, I have an intro cinematic that plays, which is this one here. Just put my timeline over here. Switch over to the game scene. So we have this thing here that plays. Now, what's happening is in my timeline here, I actually deactivate the power up canvas, little power up manager canvas, but now we have our emote canvas that's visible. I am not hiding that. So I'm going to now also do that. Because before it was hidden by default and you could only pop it up when what's it called? When you press a button, but we're not doing that anymore because we want it on all the time. But we don't want it during the intro cinematic because that's not fun. You want to hide it. So menu activate. I think that's this one here, right? Yeah. What would be the best thing? Can I hide the canvas? No, this has to be the full game object. I'm worried if I hide this full game object, it's going to ruin stuff. So what I, instead of hiding that, feel like it's going to unhide this thing, so I probably don't want to do that. Can I just deactivate? think if I do this, it just deactivates the whole thing. Okay, so I don't really want that. But what I could maybe do is add like an animation track. And I do this. This is animatable. Some of the things you can animate in, yeah, you can't, sweet. Some of the things you can animate in, what's it called? Timeline is pretty wild. Like you can animate like just turning things on and off, and it's cool. Okay. At this point, we can turn it back on. Bloop. So there we go, off, and then when you get to the end screen here, it should turn on with the rest of the menu. Cool. Okay, sorry for the little detour here. Behind the scenes shenanigans. Yeah, shenanigans. I love shenanigans. What else happened this weekend? Did I do anything? I played a lot of Assassin's Creed. That's good. I played a Wicker Man. Speaking of Nicolas Cage, I actually played a Wicker Man storyline in Assassin's Creed. They were having this like Halloween festival, and then the king had to go inside the Wicker Man. Everybody lit him on fire and stuff, and then he died. It's pretty cool. Never tell you about the worst side quest I have played in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. There was a side, and I read up on it after because I'm like, oh, this was so terrible. This had to be like a specific thing. So you get to this one little household, and um, there's this dude playing like he has like rocks, and he has this like baseball bat with nails on it, and he's just like hitting rocks far away or something at targets, and his name is Sluggerson, right? Because like Viking old times, everything was like son of whatever, right? Like Ragnarsson and stuff like that. So he was Sluggerson, son of Slugger, I suppose. And his acting was so terrible, and the whole bit was about baseball, and you had to like outplay him in like baseball, but with your bow and arrow. And I'm like, this must be like an actual baseball player they wanted to put in the game, and it was. It's some guy from some team, and I don't know what team, but it was so lame. It was so cringe because you could tell it was just this like weird, weird thing that they had going on with this baseball player. It just so cringy. Oh, I forgot to turn off the ground mesh in this second part here. So we have some emojis. Now you can play some emojis. Hey, the angry one works now. I swear it didn't work the other day. Yeah, weird. Maybe Daniel fixed it. Okay, yeah, so then I changed these rocks, so they should now spawn some rock meshes. Oh, right, I'm dead. I forgot you can die now. Oh, that one was still sparks. Did I miss one? I must have missed one. There we go. Sometimes there's an issue where the rock stuff spawns like above the rocks. I kind of noticed it in some of them, but anyways, I'll have to make a bug or something for that. Yeah, the first one was still sparks. I guess I missed one. Might have had an L. Oh, no, LED shouldn't have collisions, but okay, so then this guy should have a little collision too. Yeah. So you see here when I hit that thing and little sparks came out because he's metal. It's kind of fun. It's a nice little addition Mark added to the game. It's just like a little subtle thing, you know? I don't even remember what we're testing. What did I? Oh, I did the robots at the end. That's right. Yeah. The robots. These guys play anything? Yeah, make sure these guys have some sparks too. Oh, they do. Cool. Cool. Perfect. Oh yeah, let me show you some cool animation stuff that we added too. So they're not fully working yet, so there's still lots of bugs, but well, not lots of bugs, but some stuff we have to take care of. So now I have a green projectile. If I hold X, you'll see here it spawns behind the player, but he's actually also holding one behind him. So we're just gonna have to hide the one that's just behind him. We're probably gonna have to make the one he's holding a little bit bigger because it's a little hard to see. And now he'll actually like throw them too. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so these guys, oh yeah, we added the texture on these. Oh, I should set these guys as rock too. I probably didn't do that. What do they spawn anything? Oh, they do. They spawn some rocks. A little hard to see on these guys, but okay. These guys are orange and they have textures now, so that looks much better as well. We got ramps. I'll have to make a ramp mesh, although they look fine, I guess, but they're just literally cubes with texture on them. So I might just whip something together really quick. I guess they don't really have to be anything super fancy. Ah, crap. These magma guys, even their effect is a lot, so it's kind of hard to tell. But when you hit it, little magma sprites come out too. A little dust of glowing madness. Oh, did I set these guys as metal? Oh, yeah, we'll probably have to have a debug where you just have more health or something so you can play test stuff. Yeah, those guys have some sparks. Yeah, see, check it out. You hold it behind you. You see it's in his hand there. So imagine the spinning one was hidden. And then you go, and he throws it. It's going to be so awesome. We did a cool like mask too, so it's only animating the hand right now. The shield doesn't have any animations because it's gonna get cut. But okay, so thwomps are there. Those guys are doing fine. Ramps. Okay, so let's see if we could see our robots over here. There we go. So now you see we have our Debras. Oh, that's pretty nice. Yeah, they're just kind of moving. Ah, crap. So dumb. So there you go. She's moving a little bit back and forth. Yeah, that's good enough. The hands are a little slidey here and there, but whatever. She's just like rotating around the thing. Yeah, certainly Deborah's. Go, and we have the other one. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. A little bit of movements. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. And these guys, yeah, imagine if the camera like shook every time these guys came down. Boom, boom, and it was like what do you call it? Like spatial. So like the further you got, like the camera was away from them, the less or more it would shake. These little things are cutting through the edges too. It's not a big deal, but you can kind of notice there. Yay! We have a new score screen coming in too. That's going to be pretty exciting. So let's play that again. I'm going to show you a couple other things here. Not really what I'm working on, but I'm just very happy to see them in. So I'll show you some of the other animations that are happening. Can't wait for everybody to try this game again. It's so different from the last beta we had. If you played that one, it's like a whole different game. It's pretty crazy. Just with the health system and all that. Oh, those. I have to do the emoji thing for this one too, but it's cool. You see those popping in there. Oh, I guess you won't see that animation though, because the animation only happens on that time. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'll manually play that animation as opposed to hiding and unhiding them. That's probably going to be better. Oh, why are you so slow? Oh, I guess because I'm playing a second game. We have this weird bug where if you play two games in editor, it's like super slow for some reason. Um, okay, anyways, whatever. I'll show you animations at different times. Not a big deal. Get back to working on some stuff. Did this load? Are you loaded? Cool. Okay, so yeah, so I'll show you what I was talking about with this. So kind of good I played the asteroid field even a little bit because it kind of reminded me that I don't want to hide and unhide these things the way I'm doing it. So basically what's happening is because I'm hiding the canvas component, this thing is actually spawning in and playing an animation, but you can't see it. And then when it pops in, it actually just appears as opposed to animating in, which is pretty lame. So, oh, excuse me. What I'm going to do is, as opposed to animating like I did, am going to take the emote canvas. Where's the animator? It's on the root. Or is it on one of these? Oh, menu activate. It's probably on here. Okay, cool. So, cinema intro. I'm going to take the menu activate. I'm going to slap it into my timeline here. I'm going to play an animation on it as opposed to what I was doing there. So, menu activate. Get rid of this because I actually don't want it to be playing any animation by default. And hold on. Find this animation. UI emote in. Oh, okay. So, perfect. Perfect. So now it's going to play the cinematic and it's going to be hidden. And it's actually not hidden, it's just off screen. And then when it comes in, it's going to bounce in. Oop, much nicer, much, you kind of like take for granted those little animations. And I always forget about that too sometimes. And maybe we should do that for the HUD too. It kind of just appears at the end of the cinematic too. Maybe I should animate it in as well. We'll leave that as a little polish item for later. But that should look a lot nicer. So we're going to do that to the asteroid field today too. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Oh. Can that be reused for the levels? Yeah, it's so the cool thing is with timeline is this animation is actually isolated to this timeline, or not timeline, this game object and prefab. So what happened before is we're actually just activating and deactivating this object when you were pressing the D-pad or the number sign. And what happened is because this animation was set to play on activate, every time you hit it and unhit it, it would reset that animation. It would play every time. So now as opposed to doing that, I could just play it in timeline. But thinking about it now, I guess I probably could have just deactivated it and activated it and probably play the animation. But I don't know if there's any code that's going to fight that. So whatever. But I know there was no code actually running the animation, so there shouldn't be any problems with that. Okay, so a couple things we noticed in here. One of the rocks was still causing sparks, which is not good. I mean, maybe you hit it like really hard and just sparked a little. Oh yeah, I missed this one. This one's still called Player Death. Player Rock. And I also forgot to hide this thing. Karplach. It's the only Klingon word I know, but I do use it a lot. Oh no, wait, what's the food one? I also know their food. Ah, crap, what do Klingons eat? Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. It's the gross stuff they're always eating. Oh, like one word, I think. Damn it. I feel so stupid for forgetting. Should know my Klingon better. Shameful. Oh my god. Anybody? Anybody watching? Klingon? What's the stuff Klingons eat? That's gonna bug me. Oh yeah, I probably don't want to tag this. I might have to do little side collisions for that or something. Well, you can't really see them anyways. What else was there? These guys were tagged as rock. I think that was it, right? Is that all I missed in here? Hall, player hit, rock. Okay, cool. Oh yeah. Let's see if Dave's rocks are. Barfy rocks here. Player hit. Ah, of course. Player hit rock. Cool. That's all set up. Those guys were fine. Oh my god, I have to look it up now. It's bothering me. Gah. That's what they eat. It's gah. So stupid. Okay, I guess the only thing we really have to do is making a ramp, but we gotta do that later. It's not a really big deal. Cool. Okay, I think this level is done. I'm gonna hop over to Asteroid Field and fix a couple bugs in there too, since we noticed those. Ba, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I know, are people making gach in real life? So gross. This is the Klingon food I was speaking of. It's just like seaweed and worms or something. I don't know what it is, but it's not good. It's not good. Well, maybe it's delicious. I don't know. Delicious to a Klingon, I suppose. Okay, let's load up Asteroid Field. I haven't been in Asteroid Field in so long. Oh, it's like going home. Where are you, Asteroid Field? All right. Oh, where are we here? Boop. Oh, there you are, track. So far away. Oh, this level's so simple compared to Caustic Canyon. My goodness. So one of the things we were kind of talking about is this level does feel a little like, I don't know, plain, I guess. But one of the things we were thinking about maybe turning this level into is like an actual racetrack, like adding some like grandstands and maybe some like advertisements and things. I don't know, making it feel more like kind of like a Mario Circuit one. That's kind of what this level's meant to be, kind of simple and chill. But um, on the art side, maybe we could add some things to make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more racy, not in that kind of way, but it's not like it's gonna have like lingerie on it, but racy. Okay, so where are we here? We have our cinematic intro here. Hey, Putin Nation, how's it going, guys? Martians in the stands. Yeah, like Martians or robots or animals. I don't know. We didn't really think about it. I don't even know what we would do. Who's watching these animals? Is it other robots? Is it other animals or animals the like smart species? Is it just humans? I think our lore was that humans were like making animals, racing these things, giving them like sentience or something. But I also like these animals just actually being sentient and being able to make their own choices, obviously, because that's nicer. Okay, what's this square doing here? Is the emote canvas? Oh, it is. Let's revert all of this. Why is this here? This is crazy. What? Pourquoi? Emote images. Oh, these guys have. Are they just like on by default, I guess? They probably turn off to play. Weird. I guess I'll have to see what's different about the processing plant one. Hold on. It's strange. Um, how's it going, Putin Nation? You guys doing good? Yeah, it was aliens or something that captured them from Earth. Oh yeah. I guess the animals don't have to be necessarily just from Earth. Right now they're all like Earth animals, but we might do like alien animals later on, right? Some sort of alien squid. Or humans could be subjugated to the animals. They only serve as their pit crews. Oh, that's pretty cool too. Dark. I like it. Oh, these are off by default. Okay, let me just copy this canvas over here since this one works fine. Yeah, we'll see. Keep sliding away. Okay, where are we here? So let's get rid of this emote canvas. Should just work plug and play, I believe. There we go. Much nicer. Okay, so let's do the same thing in here. Let's do menu activate in here. Animation. Is this letting me do this? Cool. And menu activate. And then what was it again? UI emote in. All right, so at the end it goes whoop, whoop, whoop. Cool. Beauty. Did I animate these guys? Maybe I animated this canvas too. Power up manager. No, I did not. HUD. Should definitely animate that. Yeah, what's new, Poot Nation? How is your weekend? You guys doing okay? Eating lots of poutine? I ate lots of cheese this weekend. Vegan cheese, but cheese. So it's very related to what you guys do. Whoop. Okay. Ba, 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 bum. Let's see, select here. Okay. So that's pretty good. Let's see. What can you collide with in here? These guys all set up rock. Is there any metal things you can hit in this level? I think you can. Okay, well, looks like Mark probably set all this up. This one, does this even have a collision on it? Oh, it does not. Weird. I don't have a collision on this thing. Let's add a box collider. Feel it'd be weird to hit that thing and not actually hit it, so what else do we have in this level here? We got rocks. You get a rock, and you get a rock. How about this thing? Metal. Sweet. What else do we have? We got these guys. Yeah, Mark set all this up, eh? Cool. Shit, you got everything. Cool. Not like there's anything else crazy in here. Cool, okay. So that works. So I might actually just animate this HUD intro anyway, since I'm here. Let's do canvas. Manager. I'm gonna animate it in the actual prefab. Good on this end. Tired though. Yeah, seriously. Seriously, it is only Monday somehow. What am I doing? Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Select. Let's open this up here. Oh yeah, I can just do that right here. Love it. Okay, let's close all this down. Okay, so canvas, let's add an animation or animate. Actually, wait, let's just do window animation. This lets us just create one, which is great. Art. What's this one? Power up. Right. HUD in. Right. We ever need an out, but you never know. For now. Okay, yeah. Can I not animate? Am I not allowed to animate in a prefab? Weird. Oh, that's strange. Okay. Well, let's see if I can do that out here. Yeah, why don't you let me animate? Window. Maybe can't have animations on a canvas, like on the root. I have it on the Power Up Manager. Weird. That's weird, right? UI Power Up. Yeah, weird. Why can't I animate this? It seems crazy to me. What if it might be like a Unity bug or something. Create one here. Is it just not showing me that it's animated? Weird. Is it because timeline's open? Yeah, it is. Oh, you can't have timeline open? And that? Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Okie dokes. Okay, well, let's go back to the Power Up Manager prefab. Canvas, right? Where did I put on the Power Up Manager? I guess in here, still on the canvas. Now can I do it? Yeah, now I can. Crazy. I guess you can't have both. I guess because you could technically have both animators on at the same time, and Unity doesn't want to deal with that, I guess. Crazy. Okay. Are these guys all the same? Okay, there's a crazy number, but that's fine. Start with that. Going to move these guys up here. And then over here. Yep, very exciting. So what I'm doing at first is I'm just going to animate them all at the same time because whatever, it's fine. And then I'll worry about um, offsetting them a little bit because I don't want them all at the same time, obviously, because that's going to be bad. Okay, so first they're going to come in here and they're going to go a little bit lower. And then a little higher, and then settle. So they're going to do something. This might be a little fast. Oop, yeah, a little fast. Let's do that. And I'm just going to put these guys back here a little bit just so we have some time. It's maybe a little slow. Yeah, nice. I like to add a little boom, like they're getting hit in there. Boom. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're just going to do them one by one. So I have my keyframes here. I forgot this wasn't on stream. So basically pretty simple. First they come down, they actually come down lower than where I want them to settle. Then they go higher than I want them to settle, and then back to where they want to settle. So it's like big overshoot, little overshoot, center. And this is literally the animation I do 500 times on a project because it's just a simple bounce in. You could also do this through a script too. Like you could have like a multiplier and you just kind of put it on your objects and stuff. I'm also looking at this backwards. Doesn't really matter at this point, but it will in a second. So then all I really want to do at this point is I have Power Up Manager 1, which is going to come in right in the beginning. And then I'm going to take Power Manager 2, and I'm just going to offset it by like 2 frames. 4 and 6. So they're just all going to kind of whoop, whoop. And then that way, if it's only 2 players, it's just going to do this part. It's going to do all of them, but you just won't be able to see them. And that's that. So easy peasy. Cool. And then move this guy here. Overrides animator revert. Okay, and then back to my timeline, my intro here. So what I'm going to be doing here. Nope, nope, there we go. Okay, so we have, I added this in here. I have my canvas. This is my little activation one over here. And I'm going to remove this hiding, unhiding business. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring the canvas back, which I just had, but I lost because I clicked on something. I'm going to add, let's forget to lock this thing. My canvas in here. Animation. And I'm going to add this animation that I made here, which should be power up HUD in. Oop. So then that should go, boop, and at the same time, maybe I'll even do it a little earlier because it might be fun. Boop, boop, cool. Love offsetting things, you know? Boop, boop. Maybe I want them to overlap a little bit. So there we go. Boop. Yeah, feels pretty good. And let's see how this works. So photon load, photon scenes here, and play. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. Don't worry about the party thing. That doesn't actually happen in game. Cool, this is broken. Why aren't you playing? Is it because I have this open? Weird. It's supposed to be playing awake? I thought it should be. Why is it not on that? Make sure that's what it's like in the processing plant too. I wonder if we're still, Ben had a different level called photon field. I wonder if it's still using that. Okay, so now we should get to here. And then we should get to the little character display. The bottom will go away. And then Neat. Did not work. Why didn't you work? Oh, because these things in the actual, oops, in the actual scene, like track here, it doesn't load that stuff. I forgot. Ah, so silly. But I did find a bug. By default, when you make a new animation, it sets it to loop time, which I do not want. I want those things to come in and just stop. Okay, so that should work fine. There's one more thing I actually wanted to fix in this level. Let me send Ben a message just in case I forget. Photon field or... So when Ben first started doing the networking stuff, he duplicated asteroid field and he made something called photon field, which is photons like the networking stuff we use. And so we're using that for a while. So I wonder if it's still maybe using that. Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool. Cool, cool. That makes sense. That's probably why it worked in the game, but not in here. Okay, there's one more thing I want to do in here, which is something I fixed in the Caustic Canyon, but I never got around to do it in here yet. You may have noticed when the intro plays, and we go over here, this font is really like blurry. So we use Text Mesh Pro, and it looks fine in here, but in game, we have a depth of field, and it doesn't sort properly. And I thought they would have like, because it's transparent, if you set it to cutout, which I would be perfectly happy with because my letters are pretty harsh, but they don't have a cutout function for any of the text, which is weird. So what I ended up doing anyways for Caustic Canyon, I'll show you. I actually ended up just modeling out the words, and we'll probably end up renaming Asteroid Field in our community. So if you're interested, you could join our Discord and help us name some stuff. I think Angie will be running some new contests soon. So yeah. So I'm just answering Ben here. Okay, Caustic Canyon. So yeah, I actually just modeled out the text like this because I don't know, it looked kind of badass, and then I don't really have to worry about stuff. So it's nice. So I'm just gonna do the same thing here, and it's really easy. I just steroid. Yeah, this is pretty much it. Very exciting. I like to keep the base text in case I need it, which I will. Thanks, Ben. All right. What do we got going on in here? We got, so it's 5 o'clock. Wow, we've been streaming for a couple hours already. Well, we'll go a little bit later today. I'm gonna go eat some food because I am very hungry. So what I did with this one, I kind of had two different materials on here. So I'm gonna do the same thing for this. Not very efficient, but it works. I'm not gonna worry about efficiency till this game is launching. Okay, no, it's not the best thing ever. Or when it stops working. Well, for now it's running fine. It's not running great, but it's running at like my computer's kind of bleh. And it's running at a solid like 40 frames a second, which isn't great, but we'll optimize it later. Sometimes you can get into over optimizing things too early. We might find out that there is something that was causing performance issues along the way, and we'll just fix that and things will be a lot better. Oh God. we might find out that we're cutting something, and then if I spend all this time optimizing it, it'll be for naught. Not that I'm expecting, you know, we'll cut a whole level or something, but I'm just going to attach a couple of these just so it helps the Unity importer. I know this isn't very clean and nice, but don't judge me, Vince. It's just text. Yep, exciting stuff here. Connecting dots. You know, half a game dev is just connecting dots. So I guess that's all just 3D work is. Connect dots, make some polygons. I remember when I was young and I learned that's how like faces are drawn in 3D, that it's just a bunch of points in space and then they just render all the stuff in between. It's like, oh my god, so simple. So stupid, but genius. Oh my god, there's still a field. I was done with this. Should be an easier way. Oh shoot, I missed like a whole bunch of messages. That's good topo for game mesh. That R, yeah, the R is beautiful. Yeah, it's a little high poly. I probably could have taken the subdivisions down on that, but whatever, it's fine. It's fine. We'll clean it up later. Clean it up in post. Oh, did I not do an inset on? Oh no, I did. Yeah, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, does that actually go all the way to the end? Oh, that's yuck. It's whatever. We might be renaming this level anyway, so it's not it's final. But that is pretty gross. Yeah, look at that. It's disgusting. Okay, good enough. I guess this D is doing the same thing. I'll clean that up because I hate that. I guess the back's stupid, but that's fine. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't actually do the front yet. That's fine. CC level. Oh, I guess it's not CC level. It's asteroid field level text. Do I even have an asteroid field? No, I don't. Should make one in case we make custom assets. Symmetry it. Oh, then that's like so many more polygons. It's beautiful back here, look. I could technically just delete that stuff, but maybe there would be weird shadows or something. You're right. I should probably symmetry it. Oh, we'll do it later. We'll do it later once we actually optimize this stuff. I guess I didn't optimize this one either. It's still gross. Okay, whatever. It's good enough, for now. So let's bring this in here. Environment, tracks, asteroid field, meshes, AF level text. Okay. Where? Whoa. It's huge. I didn't even realize that it was this gigantic. It was probably this big in Costa Canyon too. I just forgot. Oh god. What's the color? Do we have a color for Costa Canyon? I feel, or for Asteroid Field? I feel everyone should have its own like color, or should all the text be the same? What do you think? What do you think's better? Same color or more different color? Yeah. Okay. So let's do text. Oh, not that one. Text and text outline. Bam. Oh, it's a bright one. Oh, make it change with the countdown. Yeah, we could definitely do that too. Even your countdown changes. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. I guess it's too subtle to notice right now. We'd have to change. We'd have to make it less glowy, I suppose. Just green. Or more glowy. Either way, I can see the way it is. Oh. Okay, cool. So this should work better. Cinema intro. See how this looks. Yeah, that's much better. Cool. The shot needs something too. It's a little bland. Never really thought about putting stuff in the back before, and it's just like kind of yucky. Okie dokes. So let's make sure this has everything we need it to. Let me do the photon viewfinder thing. Okay. Should be good. Let me see if this will play this time. Usually when you get that weird error when the camera's far back, it's because of the photon stuff. Go, go, go. All right, all right. Asteroid field. So usually there's characters standing here and other stuff gets spawned in too. So it doesn't look this bad, but I guess Ben will have to take a look at this level. Something's not spawning in correctly. It's missing something. Okay, let's go back to processing plant and fix the intro as well. Put the animation in that one. And then we'll be done. Possibly. Where? Processing plant. Right. Requirements, cinematic intro. Let's just throw that over here. Okay. So yeah, what we're doing for this one, we're still activating it, which is not what I want. Destroy that. To bring this in here. And we are going to play a new animation, which exists somewhere. Was that power up HUD in? So now it'll go boop, animate in. That'll animate it in. Okay, cool. So let's go back to the main menu. Actually play this level. Should be able to see that. Hopefully, maybe, probably. And then we shall call it a day. And on Wednesday, I don't know what we'll do. If I have some effects left, I will finish those or maybe work on those. But maybe we'll just work on our new level like we've been talking about. So. Oh, excuse me. Coffee is not enough. Local play. What's the canyon? Check it out. Oh, I gotta update this little screenshot too. New level. Yeah, I know. Be exciting. Okay, so no HUDs. That's good. And then new HUD go. Cool. So only one popped in because I'm only playing single player, but now this is broken. Whoa, I broke it. Ben, I broke it. Oh, what did I do? Does it not like me doing that with the HUD? Race controller. What did I break? Ah, photon view. Duplicate found. Okay. I thought I fixed those in this one. Maybe I didn't. It still works though, so that's strange. Cool. So these should all be spawning all the stuff they're supposed to. Those effects are really dark in this level. I don't know why. Oh well. We'll worry about that later. Cool. Okay. So that's all working for the most part. Let's see what I broke. Oh, I did have some changes to the space online thing. Maybe I accidentally edited something in there. Oh, did I add anything in there? Okay, so let's check out the. Oh God, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I wonder if I did that. Oh, I wonder if I did the photon thing with the menu scenes. I wonder if that screwed it up. Maybe. Okay, well, let's check it out. Photon Finder. Let's reorder these anyways. Let me go to asteroid field here again. What do you guys think we should call the asteroid field if it's like a racetrack? It'd still be called asteroid field. It's not a terrible name. Just if anybody has some of the emote things in here, it's all fine. Cool. Okay, let's try this one more time. Local play. Pepper. Caustic Canyon. This time we got it. Maybe. Yeah, it'd be good working on a new level, Vince. It's been a while. Just doing some concepts for the level after that one too the other day. Should be pretty fun. Okay. No errors so far. Let's see. And HUD should come up now. Ish. Sweet. Okay, cool. So was that. I must have just messed up some Photon stuff with the other file. All right, and then we have 1, 2, 3 emoji, 4 emoji. The other thing I want to add for these emojis, let me see how these work. I want to add an animation to them as well because they kind of just appear on screen. I want them to like bubble out of the character a little bit too. Again, that little polish always helps, right? Where am I? Emote canvas. Does it just hide and unhide these? Because that would be great. Yes, beautiful. I love it because when things hide and unhide, that means I can just animate them and they will just work and I don't have to do anything through code or bug anybody for code, and that's going to be awesome. Yeah, so we got a bunch of cool animations here. Let me show you. That's running a little slow here in the editor, but okay, so show you we got what's the good one? Shockwave. I think Shockwave's working properly. So Shockwave, you get a backpack, and then you get a backpack on your back. It's pretty big, but still pretty sweet. And then when you use it, you go. So we have to adjust the timing of when the effect happens, but the idea is you throw this backpack in the air and it blows up or some crap. I don't know. Doesn't make sense, but it doesn't matter. And then when it does its big like honk thing on the top, that's where the explosion's gonna come out of, and then it's gonna like send people flying. Which I guess it sends them flying up now, so it may not make sense for it to explode in midair, but it's fine. I guess maybe he like the act of throwing it is where it gets its energy from. I don't know. Doesn't matter. And then we also have, it doesn't have an effect yet, but we also have the enlarger. It's got a bug I got to fix too because I kind of overlooked an animation that we needed for it. So it works the first time, but once you play it once, it's gone. So you get this oversized, I think it's a little big, but you get this gigantic Earthworm Jim style gun. And then you also play and you shoot it on the ground. Oh, it disappeared that time. I did the wrong thing. Oh, weird. I know why. I think I asked Daniel to fix a bug and he probably fixed it too good. Because I forgot something. This one isn't supposed to disappear. It's kind of a one-off. Anyways, it should be really cool. The gun stays in his hand and he like shoots the ground. And then the only other ones that we have right now, the bomb and the projectiles are all kind of the same. We also have Rocket Roy. Rocket Roy does some cool stuff with the player. Oh, he's not really aligned super great this time. Is that because you're on an angle? Okay, so we got to work on the alignment a little bit. But yeah, now the player should like, they like hang off of the back of Rocket Roy. It's pretty sweet. Ah, God. Thanks, Deb. I'm glad that works. I'm glad she could drop it right on you and it's kind of just worked itself out. Oh, crap. I just noticed I caused a bug. Or not a bug, but just like a stupid thing. I'll show you in a second. I'll show you I was being sloppy and I didn't undo my sloppiness. Okay, cool. So we gotta fix the pivot points on Rocket Roy, but that's okay. Yeah, let me show you what I broke. And then we'll call it a day. Da, 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 da. Oh my god. What are you doing? Oh, it's because I'm still searching for things. Do you remember I was dragging asteroid textures onto the asteroids here? I accidentally dragged an asteroid texture onto this part of the track, and now it looks like weird rock. Pretty funny. There you go. Much better. Cool. Okay, well, aside from optimizations, which I have a lot I can do in this level, I can hide and unhide things a little better, and I can unwrap things to like one material ID, which will help a ton. Just stuff I'll work on slowly in the background when I feel like doing super boring work. But aside from that, we can call Caustic Canyon finished, which is pretty crazy. So, um, yeah, thank you for joining me for this ride over the last few weeks of helping design the Caustic Canyon. It's been really fun and pretty crazy. And we will continue with the Lost Orbit level and maybe even some effects if I have any left to do by Wednesday, which I probably will. So maybe we'll just take a little break from level design and do some VFX, which would be kind of fun too. I just want to get those in for the beta, so the level I'm not too worried about. And that might give me a little bit more time to like plan out the next level too, or the Lost Orbit level. Think about what I want to do for that. That's a little different, but anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll be back on Wednesday. I'm going to be streaming a little earlier on Wednesday than I have been over the last couple months because I'm done school. So um, I don't have to wait for my class to be over. I could start streaming. Oh my God. Thanks, Apocalypse. Um, so yeah, anyways, yeah, come hang out Wednesday. I might even start streaming earlier, depending on how much other non-game dev work I have. Um, because I kind of like hanging out on here anyways. So I might just start earlier, but I'll let you know. Keep your eye out on the other channels, and we shall return. Cool. Thanks everyone. Bye.